government has seen the most by-election losses of any Conservative administration since the Second World War. What does that say about your leadership?
Well, midterm by-elections are always difficult for incumbent governments, and the circumstances of these by-elections were, of course, particularly challenging. Now, I think if you look at the results, very low turnout, and it shows that we've got work to do to show people that we are delivering on their priorities, and that's what I'm absolutely determined to do, but also shows that there isn't a huge amount of enthusiasm for the alternative in Keir Starmer and the Labour Party, and that's because they don't have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, you can't deliver real change. And when the general election comes, that's the message I'll be making to the country. Stick with our plan, because it is starting to deliver the change that the country wants and needs.
Are you more concerned about Reform UK or about Labour?
A vote for anyone who isn't the Conservative candidate, whether that's Reform or anyone else, is just a vote to put Keir Starmer in power. That's the actual choice at the general election between me and him, between the Conservatives and Labour. Now, I believe our plan is working. At the start of this year, we're heading in the right direction. Taxes are coming down, inflation is falling, and if we stick with that plan, we can deliver everyone a brighter future, give them the peace of mind that that is there for them and their families. They can have a renewed sense of pride in our country. And the alternative, as we've seen over the past week, is a Labour Party who don't have a plan, can't tell you what they would do differently, and that means no change.
People think that this government is failing. Isn't it the truth that you're now staring down the barrel of a major general election defeat whenever it arrives?
We've clearly been through a lot over the past couple of years as a country, but I genuinely believe at the start of this year that we're pointing in the right direction. Now, we're not out of the woods yet, but across all the priorities I set out, we are making progress. Inflation has been more than halved. The economy outperformed expectations last year. Debt is on track to fall. We've cut the number of illegal migrants coming by a third, and we're making progress on the longest waiters in the NHS. Now, I know that there's work to do, but if we stick with our plan, I can give everyone the peace of mind that there's a brighter future ahead. And at that general election, the alternative is the Labour Party. Keir Starmer can't tell you what he would do differently, and that's because he doesn't have a plan, and if you don't have a plan, you can't deliver any change.
How can you cut taxes in a recession?
Well, because of our plan to halve inflation, which has been successful over the past year, and because economic conditions have improved, we have already been able to start cutting taxes for people. We've delivered a significant tax cut at the start of this year, cutting the rate of national insurance from 12% to 10%. Now, that means that someone on an average earnings of about £35,000 is seeing a tax cut worth £450 that hit their pay slips in January. Now, that will benefit everyone in work. It demonstrates that our plan is working, and if we stick with that plan, I can give everyone peace of mind that there is a better future for them and their families ahead, and we can all have a renewed sense of pride in the country.